Well, the results are rolling in from Super Tuesday, the biggest delegate grab in primary season.
President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump are tightening their grip on their party nominations. Our political editor Mark Maxwell is here to break down what we're seeing in these numbers, Mark.
15 states voted this Super Tuesday. Nikki Haley has only won in Vermont. They're still counting votes out in 3 other states out west. But look, the math is what it is, especially when you factor in the margins of Donald Trump's victories tonight. There just is no realistic path to victory for Nikki Haley. Take Virginia, for example, a state Joe Biden won by 10 points in 2020. It's a state where Nikki Haley might have expected to perform well, but she didn't. Trump winning here in a landslide, and this played out largely across most of the map. Massachusetts, another example of Trump winning big in a blue state. Nikki Haley running out of road on this campaign trail to the GOP nomination. Technically, she's not mathematically eliminated just yet, but she'd really have to win almost every other state out there at this point by wide margins, and there's just no indication that GOP voters are willing to break in her direction. Former President Trump celebrated the results moments ago from Mar-a-Lago.
They call it Super Tuesday for a reason. This is a big one. All of the problems that you have today, I don't think you would have had any of them. You'd only have success, and that's what's ultimately going to unify this country and unify this party. We have a great Republican Party with tremendous talent, and we want to have unity, and we're going to have unity.
In Vermont, Nikki Haley wins the delegates there, but the location and the state's reputation could end up backfiring in terms of branding. Trump had turned her win in Washington, D.C. on her by saying that the, quote, swamp had coronated their queen. Now she's winning in a state that elected Bernie Sanders. Trump and his allies certainly may have some fun with that. But unity that Trump called for, that's far from a sure thing. There are warning signs flashing red for Donald Trump in the exit polling data. NBC News asked Republican primary voters in the key state of North Carolina, will you vote for the Republican nominee regardless of who it is? 35% of all of those voters said no, and 78% of Nikki Haley voters said no. That's a state Trump only narrowly won in 2020. If Haley's voters, made up largely of moderates and independents, were to break toward Biden or just stay home, that makes Donald Trump's path to victory a lot tougher in November.
Thank you, Mark. And the Illinois primary is 2 weeks from today. We have put together a comprehensive voter guide on ksdk.com. You can also text the word guide to 314-425-5355. We'll be happy to send you a link.